video is going to be about some issues I'm having with the 3000 GT, like the single stage paint that's originally on it. I think they came in single stage. And then also the 240Z project. There'll be a little time lapse with SolidWorks, so I hope you guys like that. I'm still working on, you know, finding a water jet and everything. There's a place up in Colorado Springs. I'm going to go up there with the jump drive and hopefully get that stuff banged out so I can have everything machined out of aluminum, get the front on actual coilovers, and my suspension with that FRS manual rack. So you know, it's coming along, and so is the VR4 and the other 240, the LS Coupe. I'm still waiting on the clip to come. Today is Wednesday, I think. And you know, once that comes, I could finish up the digital climate control and the power mirrors, and then also have that, all the wiring and that done, so that'll be nice. Okay, so I'm pretty much starting off the day with uploading a video at the shop. I brought the hood over, the fenders, there's a fender on top of Trevor's truck, there's another one right there, the bumper is right there, and there's a side skirt. So the plan is to, I need to go over the junkyard and check to see if the clip arrived. I need to go by this place that has a water jet, and hopefully they can cut me some 240Z stuff out so I can get a little bit further on the 240Z project. And then after I'm done with all my kind of errands today, I'm going to come back. I'll pretty much fix all the stuff on the hood, all the stuff on the fenders, the little nicks and stuff. I'll scuff the bumper and make sure there's no issues with that. And then hopefully maybe tonight, or I don't know, maybe not tonight, because Trevor needs to still put the doors on the Supra, and I think he already finished buffing both of them, so I should just be able to help him put the doors on. We could pull the Supra out, and then maybe today or tomorrow I could paint the bumper, the fenders, the hood, and then take that stuff back over, set it on the car, get the doors, do those doors and the side skirts like I said before, and just kind of do it in like sections. Okay, so just leaving the powder coater, dropped off some 240 and VR4 metal parts, some 240 clutch and brake brackets because they crack and I welded them. I'm gonna have them done gloss black, and some of the trim, not trim, but brackets that hold the active arrow and the bumper and fenders on the VR4. So they'll be nice and gloss black, and I won't have to worry about them rusting. But now I'm going off to the water jet to cut out some 240Z stuff. Hopefully they can fit it in today. He said before that if it's just a few little things, that it wouldn't be too difficult to just do in like 20-30 minutes, something like that. And yeah, then I can test all that geometry, not geometry, but you know, the dimensions with the holes, and make sure everything's gonna bolt up to the Z frame, or the body, or whatever you want to call it, and then like the 370Z hubs and stuff like that. So I just want to do that to make sure that I'm not gonna, you know, run into any issues after everything's like machined and I spend a bunch of money on actually CNC machining stuff. So plans didn't go very well with the whole water jetting thing. They told me 150 an hour, which I thought was a little bit high, but I just wanted to get the stuff done. I brought everything in, and then he's like, oh, it's gonna take 2.5 hours to water jet out some templates, blah blah blah. I mean, literally, I've used a water jet before. You throw the piece of metal on the table, you put in the DFX file, which I already had, and then you just pretty much outline it and show some arrows and where you want it to go. It takes literally 30 seconds, and it probably would have took 30 minutes, but I was going to pay for an hour, and I wasn't going to argue, but not for $325, 2.5 hours for a water jet. That's a joke. So I think I'm going to go up to Springs and find a place up there to do it. Maybe they'll be a little bit cheaper. All right, just pulling over into the junkyard area to see if my clip arrived and, you know, see what they have. Okay, so I'm at the shop and sanding this fender. You can see, you know, I'm taking it down quite a bit. There, it looked almost like it was painted before. It has like kind of like, I don't know, all these weird like spots that keep coming up, almost like it was like feathered in. But yeah, this driver's side fender is getting close. Then I'll work on the passenger side one. Hopefully I can get at least both fenders and the bumper scuffed tonight. So running into like a few problems with the fender. I was just planning on like scuffing it and then shooting it, but as I started to scuff it with 320, let's see if I can show you a spot like around the edges. It got like right here, it's it like got like clear and almost like it can't, like, I don't know how to explain it. As you like sand, it gets like more and more clear. So
it's like shiny.
Yeah, it's like
the shininess is what you don't want because
it won't stick. So I'm pretty much having to take all the black off because it's probably single stage, and you know, it's giving me that issue. Okay, so just went to the PO box, and one of the scribes sent me an envelope. This is from Chris, and he sent me a jump drive with something secret on it. But yeah, it's to help me with designing some stuff. This is all dark. Why is this always dark on that side? So it's to help me design stuff. And thanks for sending that. I appreciate it. And yeah, now I'll be able to do better flows and threads and stuff like that. So thanks for sending that. And if you guys want to send me anything, my PO box is in the description below. And I guess when people send me stuff, I'll just kind of shout them out. All right, so I think I know what I'm gonna do. I figured it out today with the whole like paint situation with the fenders and the, well, pretty much the whole, all the metal parts on the VR4. Since this is like single stage and it doesn't want to like scuff nice or play nice, because I try to scuff it and it literally, like, I don't know if I could show it to you, but it on here, yeah, I don't know, you could kind of, I don't know if you could kind of see it, but it like it's like still shiny right there. So if I were to hit that with 320, like it would just keep getting like spots of like shiny. I think it's because it's single stage. And my plan is, well, I already set the appointment up. I really don't have anywhere to like rip the whole VR4 apart to do it. So I'm not going to do the body for right now. The plan is to do the fenders, the hood, the doors, and I think that's all that's metal right there. So I'm going to have them blasted. It's like hydro blasting. It's like uses water, and pretty much right after they get blasted, I could wipe them off and seal them, and then I won't have any issues later on with the paint lifting. And since I'm using such expensive paint, the color I chose, it would not make me happy if it like ended up lifting or doing something stupid. So I'm just gonna go that way. It's pretty much $800. The guy said, you know, there's like $500 minimum. And what I'm gonna have him do is I'm pretty much gonna bring so I'm gonna have it done Wednesday. I'm gonna bring the 240Z in like Tuesday, strip everything off of it. And since the fenders and the hood and the doors won't take that long for him to do, it wouldn't be $500 worth of work, but I'd still get charged $500. So he said he would do the 240Z and the fenders and all the 3000 GT stuff other than like the body for the $800. And then so I'll just have the 240Z completely blasted. I'll pull the VIM plates off of it, pull everything out of it, and he'll do the inside, the outside, the doors, fenders, and the hood for the VR4 as well. And he said $800. So that'll be pretty cool. Then I'll pretty much just bring the ZN, set the fenders up and everything, and get all that stuff sealed. And then I'll probably just end up putting the 240Z back into the container, but it will be I'll know exactly like rust and all that stuff. I'll have the engine bay blasted. Everything will be kind of ready for paint except the underneath of the car, which isn't too big of a deal. And I think that kind of will make it like a lot better. And it'll actually like kind of, because right now it has like this crappy red paint on it, and then it'll be like sealed and kind of like ready to go. So I don't plan on really painting it before I get it running and driving. So you know, the plan was just to like get the VR4 painted, and an easy paint job. I know paint jobs usually aren't easy, but what I was planning on doing was just like scuffing it, because there wasn't any, the fenders pretty much had zero, the fenders didn't have any dents on it. The hood had like a few dents from hail and some chips. The fenders had a few chips, but nothing like horrible. So my plan was to scuff the fenders, do the chips, and the hood, fix the little dents on the hood. And you know, it should have taken like not that long. I should have been able to pretty much seal it tonight and maybe get a coat of paint on it. But it ended up being that it's single stage. It doesn't like to play nice, and it doesn't want to scuff, and it keeps like getting clear. And when there's shiny stuff, that means you know, sooner or later the paint will like lift off, or there a flake or chip or do something stupid. So you know, the best option is just to have that stuff hydroblasted, not have to worry about it later on. And then, you know, when I get to it, I'll strip the car, have the guy come back out and blast the engine bay and the shell of the car, and then do the same thing, pretty much seal it. That has a few more dents, so I'll have to bodywork the dents and everything, but it shouldn't take too long. It's just going to be a process, because I have to actually strip it to get that stupid single stage paint off of it. I'm guessing Mitsubishi used like cheaped out in single stage, but you know, disappointing. But you know, hopefully it gets done soon. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Hope you liked the 3000 GT update, the 240Z and 240SX update. And if you like the video, subscribe, comment below, click that bell if you have not to get notifications when I post a new video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.